Hello people, it's been a while. Now, I did go to San Diego Comic-Con this past weekend, and I finally made it there. I finally made it there after years of wanting to go and years of trying to get there. I finally got there, and I had a hell of a time. It was fun, it was fantastic. I mean, it was a little hectic getting there. I'm not used to flying so much. I had two connecting flights, and also the airline that I took, which I'm not going to talk about on here right now. But it was a disaster coming home also. But I had a ball down at Comic Con. It was fantastic. It was great. Got to see Chadwick Boseman, Stan Lee, also John Bernthal. I uploaded a video of my adventures at Comic Con. I uploaded a video. It's just some short clips of everything, a little collage of things that went on and things that I saw. I'm definitely going next year, and I think next year is the year to go. It was great to go this year, and I wanted to see Stan Lee in person before he stopped making appearances at events and stuff like that. I know he's getting pretty old, so I knew I better see him sooner than later. And I'm very pleased with my experience at Comic Con. It was fun. Anyway, let's talk about the trailers that they showed at Comic Con. Now, first, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman blew me away. Now, I was very excited for this movie. For some reason, I just had something in me. I was very excited for it. I used to watch the old television show reruns because I wasn't alive when it was airing. But I used to watch the old television show, Wonder Woman television show when I was little. And she is the woman in DC. You know, she's that woman. She's that woman. And Gal Gadot did an excellent job with her small role in Batman vs Superman. I think so. And the footage of the Wonder Woman trailer was just phenomenal. Now, one thing, there's a big difference. The director of this isn't Zack Snyder. It's Patty Jenkins. And you can tell a big difference right away because you see all the colors. Zack Snyder has got accustomed to using that tint, that filter, which makes everything look really dull. And I mean, I'm not a fan of that, and that might be his style, his thing, and that's cool and it's great. I'm not a fan of it, but you know what? I can look past it. But you notice the difference in the Wonder Woman trailer. You see so much more color, and everything just looks so different. It doesn't even feel like it was a part of the same universe that Batman vs Superman took place in, or even Justice League. And I'm very looking forward to that movie. I think I've been waiting for it ever since they first started showing some footage earlier this year, and for some reason I just had a feeling that movie was going to knock my socks off. I think I would have preferred seeing Wonder Woman in an even more ancient setting, you know, even further back in history. I wanted to see something like that, where it would be, you know, something along the lines of Jason and the Argonauts or something like that. That would be good for me, but World War I setting, I don't care. It does remind me a lot of Captain America, the first Avenger. I don't care, it's Wonder Woman, and it looks phenomenal. I think they can do a lot with this. She has a very, very interesting story to tell. Anyway, talking about Justice League, bringing that up, the visual style and everything, Justice League trailer, they showed that. It was more so just some clips instead of a full-on trailer, which some people said, but it seemed like a trailer to me. And I have to say, I was excited when it first came on, and there were things that I saw that I liked. But there were some things I didn't like too. Now the tone does seem a little different than what Batman vs Superman had, but it seems like a continuation of everything that I didn't like. You know, for instance, I mean, I don't know how well people think things through. Bruce Wayne's just sitting there talking to Barry Allen, like, hey, I'm Bruce Wayne, and letting him know he's Batman right off the bat. Why couldn't Batman show up? I feel like that's what Batman would have done. He would have shown up as Batman instead of letting him know, hey, I'm Bruce Wayne. But one way to get people to join your team is to give them some trust. So now you know who I am, I know who you are. Let's do this. Also, Ezra Miller's Barry Allen, I'm not sure I'm sold on it. He seems to be a bit more quirky than I would expect Barry Allen to be. I really think the way that they're playing Barry Allen in this Justice League movie is more of what I think Wally West would be like. You know, Barry seems to be really straightforward to me, from what I can remember from the comics, and also it didn't feel like the Barry Allen I know. Now, I'm not trying to compare it to the television show Flash, which is phenomenal. That's great. That's a different universe, whatever. But I mean, it just seems like they're trying to put the comic relief in there. And since he's going to be the youngest of the crew, I figure, hey, I can work with it. It works for me. Flash outfit looks great to me. I love Flash outfit in this. I like the one on the television show, but I do like the one in the movie. And I was worried what that was going to look like, especially with that little cameo when he was traveling back in time to give Bruce that message in Batman vs Superman. But I like the outfit. It looks great. Cyborg looks great. I have a feeling Cyborg's going to steal the show a couple of times. We already know they have this little badass spin on Aquaman. And he acts more like Namor from Marvel Comics to me than the Aquaman from DC Comics. You know what I mean? He's too much of a badass and just, like, I don't know, I work alone or with my own people. He probably, would rather work with his own people than the Justice League. But we know he's going to join eventually. Wonder Woman looks fantastic in her trailer, and I know she's going to be fantastic in this. And like I said, I think Cyborg's going to steal the show. He looks phenomenal to me, and I think he's going to steal the show. Remember, his body is made with one of those mother boxes or some apocalypse technology. So who knows what he's going to be able to do. And he might be the deciding factor in what stops Steppenwolf, the villain. Moving on to another trailer. Marvel released a trailer, and it was Doctor Strange. This trailer was way better than that first trailer they showed. You get to see a lot more reality bending, reality warping, whatever, manipulation. And you also get to see some spells, some casting, some summoning happening. And I want to see a lot of spells. I want to see a lot of magic in this movie, and I want to see a lot more to come. And I think we're going to be hooked onto that, and I think that's going to be something people are really going to like and want to see more of, is the magic in here. Cumberbatch, I think he's great. I don't think the man can do any wrong. I think they cast a great person to play Doctor Strange. We all had some people who we thought should play him, and when Cumberbatch was cast, I think there was mixed reactions at first, but once we all saw the first photo of him as Doctor Strange, we were all sold. But the guy can act. He can really act. He has range, so I'm very excited for Doctor Strange. The trailer was phenomenal. I really liked it. I liked it a lot. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was rumored that Ghost Rider was going to be in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and now we know Ghost Rider is going to be on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They showed a little commercial, and you get to see a flaming skull on the chain whip on fire. And I think they're taking a new spin. The current Ghost Rider in the comics is a new one, and he's Latino, if I'm not mistaken. He has a car instead of a motorcycle, which is a new spin on Ghost Rider. But also he has a brother who is paralyzed in a wheelchair, so I mean, that can play up some elements. But I like what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is doing. They're taking some major characters, even if they're not the top guys, A-listed characters, but they're taking major ones that people know if you read comics, and they're putting them into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I even heard that they're going to be using classic Inhuman characters from the comics. Classic. Come on, you can't get more classic than Black Bolt, Medusa, Karnak. I mean, come on. This should be great. They canceled the Inhuman movie, so what better way to fit the Inhumans in than put them in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I'll deal with it, especially since it's connected to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm excited to see what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. bring to the table with their new lineup. Also in H-Hall, during the Spider-Man Homecoming panel, Tom Holland came out, John Watts came out, and he showed some footage that Tom Holland didn't even see. They were only shooting for like 10 days or a little bit more, and they put together some footage with some special effects. Now, they didn't show that, and you can't find it online anywhere. Not yet. I've been looking, trust me. But a lot of people have been saying that from what they've seen the footage, it was very much all the students at the school interacting, and it reminded them of the movie 10 Things I Hate About You. It seems to have that type of feel. I really like the direction they're going with this. Having him in high school and really focusing on a high school story, but also at the same time it's Spider-Man. Because that's what they did in the comics, the early comics, and if you don't know anything about that, you can go read some of those old comics. You go right to Marvel Unlimited and sign up for $10 a month and read almost everything in their library. So go read some of those old Spider-Man comics and get to know why they picked Vulture as the villain in this. Because he was like the first supervillain Spider-Man faced. It was really the Chameleon, but after that it was Vulture, and that was phenomenal. And I think Michael Keaton as Vulture is great. I love Michael Keaton. I've always liked him since Mr. Mom when I was young. Everything he did, maybe not everything, but I'm a big fan of Michael Keaton. And after playing Birdman, I think everybody figured, yeah, he can play Vulture. Yes, I can see it. You know, that Birdman movie had a lot to do with it, I'm pretty sure. Now, people said it was just a 14-second clip, showed kids interacting at Midtown High, and then it showed Spider-Man web slinging, and then it showed Vulture right at the end, confirmed that Michael Keaton was Vulture. I'm excited for that movie. I can't wait to see that movie. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, and I want to see the clip. I actually want to see the clip. I mean, release it already, people. We're waiting for trailers too, but release the clip. We as Spider-Man fans, we deserve it. Not just them people in HR who slept out there since Wednesday night, all the way to Saturday morning, but we deserve it too. And they deserve it. They wanted to sleep out there, you know, couldn't take showers or whatever, I don't know. But they deserved it, but we deserve it too. We're going to be paying out hard-earned money. We went to Civil War. There's a lot of people that went to go see Civil War just for Spider-Man. Well, there's probably some, because Civil War is a goddamn good movie. But anyway, I'm excited about everything that I saw at Comic-Con, the trailers and whatnot. It's a good time to be a comic fan because we're getting all our dreams coming true. And big up to DC for having a lead role for a female superhero in her own solo movie. Big up for that. You know, you beat Marvel to the punch on that one. But anyway, that's all I got right now. I'm going to do my review of Star Trek Beyond. I watched it, and I'm a Star Trek fan, so I might as well do my review of that. And so like the video, if you like the video, share and subscribe. Come back next time for more videos.